I'm Helene.
And I'm Penelope.
And we're a mother-daughter duo here on the Step It Up podcast. So happy that you're with us. We are aiming to empower the overweight to overcome, because we are.
Every day, every step, in every way.
Yeah, it's definitely a daily practice. That's what I call it.
For sure.
Because we're really trying every day, every meal, every bite, every whim. So a lot of people that I work with, and even friends of mine, are like, well, I'm going on this trip, and so when I get back, I'll be good, but when I'm gone, I'm going to be bad. Good, bad. We could discuss that. But really what I wanted to say is that there's this concept that, like, when you're not at home or close to your gym, that you actually can't be healthy. Oh, well, I have appointments all day, so I have to eat out, and there aren't any healthy options. Mm-hmm. And I just would love to talk about this for a minute. I mean, can you relate? Is that something that you think of when, you're in your day-to-day life? Is it really true? Mm. I would say no. It's not true. It's not true at all. I mean, you travel sometimes. Like, how do do you use it as an excuse?
Never. I remember we were going on a 46-hour road trip, right? And
cross country.
It was so funny. Cross country, Florida to California, and it was so funny. I remember being really like a little bit not stressed, but just oh, how am I gonna get my workouts in? Like, I really love moving my body. It makes me feel so good. So how am I gonna do that? And I remember we woke up at 3 a.m. every day. We did like an 10 to 12 hour drive, and then we would get to our hotel at 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. And then we would get there. First thing we do, we get to our hotel and we go straight to the gym and do an hour or hour and a half workout. And then we'd make dinner and then we'd go to sleep at 8 or 7. And do the same thing again for 4 or 5 days, right?
I think it was 4. I don't remember. It was kind of a blur.
4 days. But the whole point is it was so important. We did that because it really helped our mood.
Yeah.
It really helped our body, and it really helped our mind because we were able to be clear and kinder to each other. I feel it was because we were exercising.
Yeah, we would have gotten really grumpy, I think, if we hadn't been doing that.
Being stuck in the car with her for
Me being stuck in the car with her.
It was so difficult.
Did I mention we're a mother-daughter duo? I think I forgot to mention that.
Oh, well, now you know.
I know you wouldn't know. Some people say we look alike.
I've been getting that more lately.
I know. Okay, that's great. I love looking like you.
Oh, I love looking like you. Whereas people who say we look nothing alike.
I know. So. They're like, are you related? Are you sure?
So
and I'm
lying?
Yes.
Who's lying? Which
one who's being
lying?
honest? I don't know.
If you're watching this, you know who you are.
No, but that's just one example. And we were in the middle of nowhere. Like literally the middle of tumbleweed. That's the main action. We're tumbleweeds.
And guys, we didn't have a Whole Foods or an Air Walls.
No, we went to Walmart.
We went to Walmart.
And Target.
And we still made healthy, whole meals that didn't have bad fats.
Yeah, they were organic.
Flour, sugar, meat, dairy. We didn't have any of that.
So we're only giving this example to not to be oh, we're so good. It's just that there's no excuse.
There's no excuse.
I remember when I first got into exercising, I was traveling all over the world. And I would just, I didn't have room in my luggage for a pair of tennis shoes. Because tennis shoes take up a lot of space. And now, carry on is the way to go. I think that's one of the reasons why I got into yoga. Was because I didn't need anything but my feet and my hands, and I didn't need props.
Which is beautiful when you think about it. It's a beautiful concept.
Yeah, you wake up early and you do your thing. But it's part of feeling comfortable in your own skin is exercising. It's more than just checking it off the list. It's literally okay, I need to breathe today. I need to move my body. I need to accelerate my heart rate. And more importantly, what's in my space? Because if you don't start tuning into what's in your space, you're going to start taking on everyone else's stuff and taking care of everyone else, whether it's your job or your house or your kids or your husband or whatever it is, or even your neighbors, whatever it is. And you don't even know where you stand. And then we wonder why you're having angry outbursts, or you are, I don't know, passive aggressive, or you're getting sick, or something's out of alignment. Yeah. Oftentimes it's because you haven't really checked in with yourself. And I think exercise in the morning, for me at least, is a great way to just kind of tune in. Okay, is there worry? Is there anxiety? Is there excitement? Is there curiosity? What's in the space? And just to kind of take a moment for yourself, even if it's just a walk in nature, or it's I don't know, something that you love that's going to really like nurture yourself. And I think whatever you're doing, you need to do it.
But I have to say too, like I feel like when you are consistently exercising every day and eating healthy and doing all these things that I would consider the right things to do, you can check out another episode to learn why.
Right, wrong. I mean, things that lead to health.
Well, there's a deeper meaning to the right things, and I mentioned that in another episode.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you can watch that episode if you want to know what I mean by right things, because I don't mean bad, good, right, wrong. It's actually a spiritual meaning behind it. So doing the next right thing is a spiritual meaning behind it. And if you want to learn more, go watch that other episode about it. I'll put it in the description. But I think there's like a type of confidence someone gains once they're doing those things consistently. I feel like you and me have a very different confidence about it because we exercise 5 days a week. We eat healthy organic meals that nurture and nourish our bodies. And I think there's a level of confidence that comes with that.
I literally can't live without it.
I know, but I feel like we carry ourselves differently because we have this consistency in our like actual rhythm of our physical cells. You know what I mean? Like, our bodies wake up in the morning, they're probably, like, ready to work out. You know what I mean? Because they're just, like, because we've trained our bodies and our minds. Like, this is what we're doing before we do anything else.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
And I think that's, like, gives us a level of confidence in our day-to-day lives and freedom because we do that every day. And it's just a habit. It's no longer a chore or a must. It's, like, we just do it out of habit, just like breathing. It's, like, kind of, that's, for me, at least, I can speak for myself, movement is kind of like breathing. Like, you have to breathe. I have to move my body every day.
Penelope, I'm so proud of you. No, I mean, this was, like, not happening 3 years ago.
It's true. I used to be 300 pounds.
I'm so thankful for all of the people that influenced you, you know, on social media and the therapist and the friends and my friends, whomever it was, you know, whatever angels came in and, like, just were there to inspire you, but I'm just so grateful. Oh my gosh. You know, no, so true, because like I would try to get my mom to exercise and she just was not interested, or even drinking water. She was like, oh, water's so boring. And I don't, you know, it's true, water is kind of boring.
Yeah, but I just added an Ultima to my water.
I saw that. It looked really good.
So good.
I was like, I kind of want to sip of that.
It was, you can have the rest of mine.
You can
actually, guys, I feel full after drinking that half a glass of an Ultima water. And it was so good.
By the way, that's like an electrolyte powder.
Amazon storefront will be linked in bio.
Yeah, my favorite is Superior. Hers is Ultima.
Pink lemonade.
I thought it was grape. It's like purple.
It's pink. It's definitely pink. Are your eyes okay?
I like adding lemon juice to mine. Anyway, now we're getting off on a tangent. I'm such a foodie.
I'm also such a foodie. I love food. I love a good drink.
Yeah. Most of all, I think we're addicted to feeling good. And definitely exercise is part of that equation. So I have a lot of friends who are like, well, you know, I just did my hair. Like, I really can't work out. No. Sorry. Not an excuse.
And what about the people who don't have legs and are working out? I've seen people that don't have legs working out. Yesterday, saw someone that had cancer. Stage 4 tumor in their brain, and they're working out. So, like, what's your excuse?
Well, even if you're bedridden, you could be doing like breathing exercises. But I really want to boil this down to an extremely important topic that I've spent 30 years obsessively studying health and all kinds of things that lead to health, natural solutions. And one of the things I could say, like if I could distill everything down to one word, it would be circulation. Now my acupuncturist added the word migration to it, but circulation is a big, big word for me. And the reason I bring it up in this context is that, like, if we're not circulating, then we're stagnating, which means, like, when you exercise, you create microcirculation, which helps to bring toxins out of the cells and nutrients into the cells, right? It also helps with the cellular proliferation, so you get healthy cells to be reborn as cells are dying and being reborn. This is such an essential part of health, and energy, and mitochondria, like all the things that make up good health and disease prevention are inside of this equation. And we need to exercise, not only for the circulatory system, right, but we also need it for the nervous system, we need it for the mitochondria, which are the powerhouse of the cell, and we also need it for the capillaries. Capillary density is so important as part of microcirculation. So I don't want to get like too wordy because
I love learning about capillaries. She told me about it a year ago, and I was like, oh, and tell me how they work again.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
Excited.
But if you're not exercising, you literally are dying. Like it is like the new cigarette smoking. It's a sedentary lifestyle. And COVID, showed us that people put on a lot of weight. Harvard did a study recently that said, on average, people are putting on, weight.
And then a lady from Johns Hopkins was recently here a few days ago. What is her job again?
Well, I don't know if we should reveal her identity, but what did you want to say about her?
Just the fact that she said that obesity is increasing day by day.
Yeah, and she's got the stats for sure. But people who can't walk or who are handicapped or who have injuries, like there's always a way, is what I want to say. And you might need to get curious about what that way is, watching YouTube videos, talking to your PT, your physical therapist, talking to your doctor, orthopedic surgeon, whatever information you can get that you can trust. There's always a way.
And guys, guess what? If you're listening to this, my 80-year-old grandpa is still going for walks here and there.
Yeah.
So what's your excuse? Love you if you're watching this. What's your excuse? There's no excuse to not move your body in any way, shape, or form. If you have to pee, you probably go pee somehow. That's your body moving.
Right? Yeah. Well, even like getting up and down off of the chair 50 times is
moving your feet and your fingers.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, counting, doing little.
Yeah, you can do like little things
neck
here.
Exercises. Look, guys, there's no excuse. There never is an excuse. You are the only excuse. So get your butt up and step it up.
The bottom line is we're meant to circulate. We're meant to move. And so in whatever way you can do that in every day. And I want to also encourage, and this is what I do for myself, and you do it too. We're always saying, okay, how can we step it up? Like Penelope had me doing jump ups on this box. And I was really scared because it was too high and I kept not making it. And it probably was my fear more than
It was her fear, guys, because once she conquered her fear, she was jumping up that thing every second she was getting up there. And I'm like, it was her mind blocking her. 2 trainers came up. I was there. We were all cheering her on. You got this. You got this. You can do it.
No pressure.
You can do it. I know how that feels.
I was like, oh my God, I have to do this.
And she did it.
It was great. It was really great. But I'm just using it as an example. It's we're always looking for our edge. And so what is your edge? Is it parking maybe at the other end of the parking lot to get to the grocery store? Is it getting up and down off of the couch 50 times? Do you feel a little burn in your thighs? Is it doing push-ups on the countertop in the kitchen while you're waiting for your water to boil for your pasta? But I'm saying it's this simple, right? It's like what can you do today that's going to take you right up to your edge so you can take literally one step more. Maybe you've been at the treadmill at 11 or 12 minutes and you're ready to go up to 13. Or maybe you want to increase your incline, but it's really these slow, incremental increases in your capacity that help you to build confidence, help you to get stronger, and also ultimately help you to lose weight. So these are the kinds of things that we're going to be teaching in our Step It Up program that's launching this summer. And so if you'd like more information, there's some delicious, nutritious recipes that have you just accidentally lose some weight too. Leave your email in the comments below. I'd love to share them with you because it has to taste great. It has to be fun, by the way. And instead of meeting a friend for coffee, why don't you go for a walk? If you can, that is. I mean, not everyone can walk. But if you can't walk, there's a ton of other things you can do. Remember I broke my foot and I kept going to the bar studio? I made more friends in those 6 months than I made in years at the bar studio, by the way. It was great.
I had to sit in the waiting lounge every week for an hour.
Yeah, that was rough.
The longest
See,
hour.
Childcare wasn't
my life.
But most women would be like, no, that's bad mothering. I definitely got some judgment from some of the ladies there. They actually, one of them called Child Protection Services. You don't remember that? You and I were in the car, and yeah, they were upset because you guys didn't want to come in. You had your iPads or whatever they were then, and I was gonna have you wait in the waiting room, but you were like, no, I don't want to. And then a woman literally called Child Protection Services. So this childcare is real. I remember I joined a gym just because they had childcare. Because I was like, that's the only way I'm going to get my workout in.
On that note, if you would like to hear more from us, then you can like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. We'll see you in the next video.